Safeguarding Adults, Level 1. Section 2. Indicators of Abuse, Harm and Neglect. Who is at risk? The CARE Act states that safeguarding applies to adults who are at risk. This means any person aged 18 or over who is experiencing or is at risk of experiencing abuse or neglect, has needs for care and support, whether or not the local authority is meeting any of those needs, is, as a result of care and support needs, unable to protect themselves from either the risk of or the experience of abuse or neglect. Under certain circumstances, the risk of abuse is higher for those people who are isolated from family, neighbours or friends, do not get on with their carer or are totally reliant on them, have a carer dependent on them for shelter, financial or emotional support, have a carer who is addicted to drugs or alcohol or with mental health disorders, live with memory problems or cognitive deficits, or have communication difficulties. It is important to know that some individuals perceived as vulnerable are deliberately targeted. The definition of abuse. The CARE Act guidance says that local authorities should not limit their view of what constitutes abuse or neglect, as they can take many forms and the circumstances of the individual case should always be considered. Abuse can stem from anger and frustration, lack of knowledge, poor management or training, or from a long-standing pattern of aggressive, violent behaviour within a family. Abuse can be a single act or a sequence of incidents. It may be intentional or unintentional. Abuse can happen without anyone meaning it to, through negligence or ignorance. An individual may be the victim from more than one source, and likewise, an abuser may have more than one victim.